As we are midway through here, 5 weight classes to go. Shawn Taylor against Brendon Abdon. We talked about Abdon in the open. Had the pen last weekend in the win over Michigan State. Penn DJ Shannon of Michigan State. Let's go across to Jared, who is with Tai Waters.
Tai, congratulations. Your first match as the #1 ranked wrestler in the country. Tell me a little bit about your process, obviously ending your season early last year. Now you're at the top of the list.
I don't really look too into rankings or anything because that's just some guy making them. So I'm just listening to what my coaches say and working on the areas that I lack in and just trying to focus on myself and my teammates.
17 points on the board, though, and what you were scoring off of is really basic stuff. Front headlock, cheap tilt, stuff like that. How do you try and keep your wrestling grounded and still be at the top level?
I think just going back to the basics, Mitchell Port's been on me real hard about just snaps, hand fighting, go behinds, easy stuff. So I think that's kind of what I'm trying most and trying to work on because I lack a little bit in those areas.
Tai Waters, congratulations, the #1 ranked wrestler in the country.
Thank you, Doc.
Tai Waters improves to 6-0 on the season. And now we've got Abdon scoring first here against Taylor.
Yeah, nice single leg, did a nice job finishing it as I got toward the boundary there. So he's up 3-1 now. Taylor out relatively fast, not a lot of time spent on top. Most of that had to do with as they were on the boundary there before they went out of bounds.
And at 45 here in the first. And again, Abdon with the takedown. Taylor got out quickly.
And Shawn Taylor, another one of these guys, is very talented. The issue, again, is get to your offense. That's what, if there's a theme in college wrestling, well, probably in every sport, really, is get to your offense. Start doing things that you do.
And I think wrestling is really interesting and unique in the sense that, you know, offense almost takes even more thrown into this.
Taylor lost the headgear, and Abdon ended up in the seats.
Well, Taylor got called for stalling there for backing out. Abdon tried that headlock that you saw that he won the match with Michigan State earlier on and went to that headlock again. So just a little high crotch. And changes off really fast to that single and just drives him through and gets a takedown.
Just wanted to point out, too, Abdon showing good sportsmanship, giving a good handshake to the Mountaineer faithful there, Matt's side. It's the really important things that you like to see.
Well, that's one of the hazards of sitting down there, right?
Right. We're just glad they weren't 260 pounds.
Some sports have flying objects leaving the field, and wrestling, you've got flying wrestlers.
Yes.
Leaving the mat.
Leaving the mat. It's amazing what kind of ground you cover. I think somebody's headgear's coming
That's
off.
Taylor again, I believe. Yeah, he lost it in that scramble over near the boundary, over near the seats, and now it comes off again.
Right, he's really getting the headlock. You see Taylor backing out of it, and then tried to throw him at the end when he knew he was sort of out of bounds. Abdon goes at him. Taylor with a nice shot here, though. Abdon doing a pretty good job of countering.
It was a nice job by those boys over there to avoid a takedown as well.
I think someone ended up going backwards, so they're...
Final 10 seconds, first period. And Abdon with the only offensive points. They came early. And we're going to head to the second with Abdon up 3-1. And a choice for Taylor. He'll begin period 2 on the bottom. We're at 165 pounds. Mountaineers up 11-7 thanks to #1 ranked Tai Waters. And this Rider team coming off the victory over Michigan State. West Virginia with the lead at the midway point here.
Taylor got some space there that time. The second time up, gets himself out. So Abdon's up to about 36 seconds of riding time. Not much of a factor at the moment. And the score is 3-2 with that one takedown and now 2 escapes. Getting that same high crotch. That's the one he scored on the first time. Little different finish. And there's another one. Just a nice job of staying in good position and doesn't really allow Taylor to do a lot of things to escape that.
1 point, West Virginia. Still a lot of time here in the second. Abdon with the only 2 takedowns of the match. Abdon ranked 29th in the country. Down under a minute here in the second. Taylor at 2-2 on the year.
It's a little playing with space with one another so much, and you could see Abdon really trying not to step into Taylor, so which causes Taylor to potentially step into him, which is, I think, is where those shots come from initially, right? He's trying to get Taylor to step in, which has happened so far, and Taylor's got to come up with a way to solve that. See Abdon backing up, because you're trying to get Taylor to step forward, which also makes it tough for Taylor to shoot, right? Because now I'm shooting at a guy going away. So I've got to change angles a little bit. I got to try to get to the side a little bit, make him spin and turn and face me a couple of times, bring a leg towards me and things along those lines instead of the sort of that classic sort of, either that or you got to get in tight and stalk him that way, right?
You do, and I think one thing that's really sticking out to me for Abdon is just how dangerous of a wrestler it is to wrestle someone who wrestles like that. Is he sees a high flyer. You saw, of course, the headlock against Michigan State and the headlock that was thrown there earlier. But if you have a guy who can throw you around like that, as well as finish a high crotch that effectively, like you're seeing in this match 2 times, that's dangerous. That's hard to approach. And then, you know, you get stuck in those positions where you're just feeling them out on the feet. Taylor finally calls it a quits with the headgear, gets a new pair.
Yeah, I think that when the strap finally came completely out of that one.
It looked like it was defective from the start, or at least there was damage done to it in the first period. That scramble over near the seats. And now we're going to refit him. Wrestlers getting a break here with 1:49 left. And Abdon up 7-3.
Headgear's such a little thing, right? But there's usually, you got your favorite. There's the one that you wear all the time. When that one's not working, there's not like there's one sitting there already, you know, kind of styled into your head and all that kind of stuff. So it does create these little challenges.
What type of headgear did you wear, Tony? Did you have a particular pair or a favorite that you always went back to?
Oh, everybody did. Ours were much lighter. That those sort of plastic, not really the halo thing that they have now, but those very, very light. I don't know that they did much of anything.
Lighter, yeah, I was going to say lighter and probably much smaller back then.
Right, so you tried not to. Usually I'd like to try to wear something that made it easy to slide in and out of spaces, where some of the ones that are like you see Abdon wearing don't let you do that. They get caught a little bit when you're sliding in and out of space.
All right, backup headgear for Shawn Taylor. We're ready to go.
Ooh, he's rated on a shot. He gets rolled through, but he's still in pretty good position here. He needed to make that turn just a little quicker.
Taylor
tried to post that arm back and hit the Sagilayev for a little bit and get the back exposure, but to no avail, as Abdon, as you can see, just the scrambling and how dangerous he is. Taylor back in on another shot, but Abdon able to get to that crotch early and effectively.
Taylor's got to drive back into him if he can. The problem is now Abdon's leg is completely free. He's just going to try to hold on. Looks like he's going to try to stalemate it, but again, Taylor does a nice job with the crossface of breaking that. And now he's cranking up the offense a little bit, right?
Came out of that little bit of break with the headgear with some energy. So the takedown made it a 1-point match, and then the escape point, 8-6. Taylor knows he needs more offense here in the final 44 seconds.
Maybe the headgear was stressing him out. I don't know. Probably not. but now he's generating some offense because he needed to, right? He's got like, I got to get 2 takedowns.
Ride time not a factor. Taylor needs a takedown to win. He's got 30 seconds.
That's what you're looking for right there. A little pull. See, Abdon's still backing up. He's probably going to take a shot if he can with 20 seconds left. Taylor's got to stay down. There's the warning for stalling. He's in on the leg. Looks like he's got it hooked and potentially in a danger position. There's 10 seconds left. If he can scoot out the back door, Abdon trying to hold on for dear life.
Clock's
6 seconds
running.
and 5. I don't think he's going to get it. He doesn't have time to get it. Oh, tries to roll him through again.
Right at the buzzer.
Wow.
Rolled him through there right in the final second, but time expires and Abdon hangs on.
The winner at 165 pounds.
So an 8-6 victory for Brendon Abdon. That closes the gap once again. Mountaineers in front over Ryder 11-10 as we move on to 174.